Hi guys! Hopefully I'm working today. I just wanted to show you another couple of my projects. It's Michelle here in case you don't know. Just wanted to show you the last, on the last run really. I've only got these and one more to show you from my vintage collection. So I'm just going to quickly show you my lovely, lovely grandmother. And this one is another one of my altered junk shop finds. And it was a cheapy frame, painted up in black, and did a bit of distressing, and then I just layered up the paper. So I've never done scrapbooking, so I'm thinking this is as close to a layout as I've ever done. So hopefully I got it close enough. I got it close enough for me because I really love it, and so does everyone in the family. It's a bit of a fight on at the moment for who's going to end up with this. So either it's going to be a big fight or I'm going to have to make a few more. So the photo is my beautiful grandmother on her wedding day. And if you've seen any of my other videos, you've probably heard me talk about her. She was an incredible woman and very inspiring and creative. And so I wish I had half her talent. So I wanted her to be the star of the show, so the papers are just subtly into the same colours of blacks and browns with a bit of lace in the background. And the little lace here is one of her laces, and so's this lace here. So it was quite silver. Tip it that way and that's the right side, so I flipped it over onto its back, gave it a little bit more age with some vintage photo spray that I made up, and then just made a whole pile of flowers and used some chipboard buttons from Graphic 45 and some little beads, and I'm really pleased with it. So hopefully you can see my little flowers I made, and this is just all craft paper, but it's got a really nice body to it. So that was my lovely grandmother's. Is it a layout? If there's any scrapbook experts watching, is that what a layout is? Because I'm such a newbie, I really don't know. So maybe I qualify, but that's that one anyway. So love it. And this is my first altered book. So when I was doing my little collection and I was altering everything I could find, I decided to alter a book. It's not a particularly old book, but it was a book that had no interest for my husband, whose book it was, anymore. And so he was going to send it off to the charity shop and had a box of goodies to go, but when he wasn't looking, I went through the box and whipped half the stuff out. So it was quite funny. Poor man, he can't throw anything away in this house. So I just layered it up with different ranges of paper from the Graphic 45. So quite a lot of these are the back sides of the paper, which has got all the colour on, and I just wanted the front to be quite simple. So I added some duct tape to the binding just to give it a bit of extra strength, and then just layered the paper up. And then I put inside the book all the colour from all the paper collections. So the pages are a few pages stuck together, and then I put a craft page down as a base and did lots of inking and distressing on it, and then used the paper just to make little pockets and tuck-ins and flaps for extra things to go in there if I want to. I used all the little doors and hinged them and just tuck the little pictures in. So the idea was that I used the prettier side of Steampunk Debutante for the top layer, and then the underneath is where some of the little weirder things are. So the light bulb with wings is tucked in there, and then the pretty ladies here, and then it just flips through, and here's where some of the quirkies come in. So I've got the pretty ladies all along here, and then tucked in here. I thought it was a good place for that weird leg. So I like the size of him tucking in there, and then each door's just got another little picture tucked inside, and they can pop out, so I can change them for any of the other little bits and bobs that were in the set. So it was a lot of fun, I got a tucked pocket in there as well. So I think I'll probably just leave this as Graphic 45 paper. I don't know that I will put photos in it because I like the paper, I can't cover it up. But could easily put lots and lots of photos in. So I made pockets out of just about every thing that I stuck down. So everything I stuck down I pretty well did on 3 sides. So there's a pocket, and the papers are all just tucked inside there. And then I made another door here with a space for a little tuck in here, another door here, and not very good sticky there. And then here's another lovely lady, so she just slides in there, and I can, because they're all sliding in and out, I can change them and actually put my own photos in at any time if I do get inspired to do that. But as I said, colour in love with the paper still, so can't cover it. Made another thing out of the funky leg and just popped a little magnet in there to hold it down, and a little arrow here to hold the swinging light bulb, and then another little tuck in there. And this is my swinging man, who is so cool, and he's got the bird on top of the little boy, and I was kind of like him sitting there as if he's going to fall into the funky hair. When I did this page, I didn't actually love this colour so much when I first got it. It was, for me, I fell in love with all these golds and terracotta colours, and then this one I wasn't sure I was going to use. So I put this down as a base, and then I really liked it, and I couldn't cover it up, so I decided just to keep with the colours and keep it all sort of into the blacks and the creams, and then just let the green show through. Ripped up some of the frames to put around the edge here, and these tuck out, and I can also just put something in behind her when I get in the mood, and then the man's going to kick her in the head whenever he feels like it. And again, I made just little pockets out of the side of the page and put the nice big colour pictures in there. So if I do decide to put photos in, there's lots of spaces. But I don't know about covering up this paper. Can anyone really cover up this paper? It is very hard to do. So this was my original very favourite page because I just loved this colour. So I didn't do a lot to it. I just wanted the paper just to be the star of the show. Just inked up some brads to match the colour, and that's a tag, so I can put anything in there. And then in here I have just used some Tim Holtz grunge hinges, popped a magnet there to hold the door shut, and then the door opens in there to see all the cogs, and the cogs you can see through. I did a little window, and then that's the back of the page of the cogs, and I'm not sure if you can see it, but I've got down here a little spool with some wire, and the wire kind of twists all through the cogs, and did these cool cogs here I really like, sort of to look like broken cogs, and there's a few broken cogs tucked in here as well. And that was just using the Tim Holtz cog die, and once I'd cut them out, I ran the leftover piece through again, so that's how I got all sorts of weird shapes, and I thought that was really neat. I really liked that. So it was really simple to do, and it's using up even more of your, this was in this stage. Oh, I've forgotten to tuck him in. I'll decide where he goes later. He can sit there. A good way to use up all the grunge board and grunge paper. And I haven't got the on the edge die, so I just made my own out of, and just cut out a whole lot of grunge board into the shapes, and then I embossed them with a weird circle one that I've got, an embossing folder, and just inked it all up with vintage photo, walnut stain, all those kind of colours. And this is, I can put a picture there if I feel like it, and tuck another something behind there. But I quite like when you look through the window, seeing that the cogs behind it. So who knows? There's plenty that I can keep adding to, and it'll be a book that I can keep playing with and add to later. And so as I said, it was my first one, and I got a bit excited about that and had a bit of fun. So I've decided to do. So I started doing another one. So I just thought I'd show you what I did. So don't look at the title and tell me it's a really valuable book, please. It cost me 20 cents, but it's a great big nice size, and I've used vintage, not vintage, no, just stressed up all the pages, and I'll ink them all up, but I've glued a few together so I could use it as an art journal, or once I cover it up and ink it up and colour it up, I could put all sorts of things in. I made lots of pockets and tags and things all the way through. So that's the base, and that's what these books look like to start with, and hopefully, I'll show you when I've finished, and hopefully it will be beautiful when it's finished. But lots of fun pockets and ideas and bits and pieces, so I can go ahead and play. And then, because I really can't stop once I start, I did another one, and this one's completely different. I did it all in gesso, so I kind of whitewashed it, so I was quite pleased with the look of that as a base. And then once the inks go onto this one, it'll give me quite a different look. And just made little envelopes out of the books. And the other thing I did was I made all my, what's going to be my tags, out of the pages that I'd ripped out. Because if you're going to use an altered book, you want to rip a few pages out, because otherwise you're going to end up really, look, that's how fat they're going to be, and they haven't even started covering it with paper or paint yet. So the ripped out pages, 3 or 4 of them, I just glued them all together and then whitewashed them, and of course just distressed them all a bit, and so they make really good tags. So there's no waste. It's a really good way to use up old books that are a bit yucky and had it. And then if they are in the binding's shot, you can just wrap some duct tape or something like that around it, and that's going to be my book. So see, lots of pockets and things. So I just thought I'd show you the before, because I will show you the after when I've finished it. But that is my Graphic 45 vintage book, and just got one more to show you, which is my paper bag mini, and hopefully I'll be back tomorrow. Fingers crossed if this loads up, and I'll see you soon. So thank you all for watching, and hope to see you all again soon. Bye now.